Good morning. It's Friday, August 30th, ahead of a holiday weekend, and this is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. We'll see increasing chances of showers and thunderstorms this weekend, with the highest coming on Labor Day itself. Temperatures will still be in the mid-90s or so, but you can expect some rain to help cool you down. Coming up, we've got several ways you can celebrate Labor Day weekend, but first let's get into the news. An investigation continues into a shooting last night that left one Dallas police officer dead and two others hurt. Dallas police said a call for assistance led them to East Ledbetter Drive, where an officer was found wounded in a squad car. Two officers were shot in a gunfire exchange with a suspect. One of the officers died at a local hospital. The other two were listed in critical and stable condition. Police pursued the suspect to Louisville, where he was shot and killed on the highway. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is suing the city of Dallas and the State Fair of Texas over the fair's ban on guns. Officials enacted the policy after a shooting at last year's fair injured 3 people. Texas law forbids government entities from banning licensed carry on government-owned or leased properties. Paxton says, therefore, Dallas is enforcing the policy by implication. Labor Day may not be summer's end. The Texas heat will certainly be here for quite a bit longer, but it is the season's last big holiday. I talked with KERA's calendar producer, Therese Powell, who shared some tips about how to make the most of it. So you created a list of 11 things to do this weekend. That's quite a lot. I'm excited for them. Let's hit some of the highlights. First up, America's favorite pastime.
That's right. You know, it's not summer without baseball, right? I would like to pitch that you take in a minor league game this weekend. So the Frisco Rough Riders are playing against the Wichita Wind Surge. So they're going to be playing on Monday up at Riders Field in Frisco. And I can't say enough good things about this little field. It's small, it's intimate. You can see all the action up close, but then it's also makes you feel like you're kind of watching the big leagues. I know it's a school night, but you've got to stay late because they're going to do a fireworks display as well out on the outfield.
Taking in a baseball game sounds like a nice sort of relaxing way to spend the weekend. What if I want to be on my feet, maybe do some dancing?
Well, if you're in a party mood, I would suggest that you head to the Bedford Beats and Eats Festival on Saturday. So they're going to have loads of music. They're going to have 5 bands. They're going to have vendors. They're going to have stuff for the kids. And they're going to have loads of food trucks, hence the eats portion of the program.
You mentioned 5 bands, the Beats part of the festival. What kind of music will be there?
Well, they open with the country group, the Randy Rogers Band. Then they're going to have a country cover band and an AC/DC cover band, and then 2 80s cover bands. So they're going to be covered with cover bands.
Okay, so that gets me outdoors. What if I want to take in some nature?
Well, how would you like to take a nature hike and meet a dinosaur at the same time?
Yes, I'm sold.
So head to the Herd Museum and Wildlife Sanctuary in McKinney. And you can take a walk down the half-mile nature trail and encounter a 45-foot T-Rex. And he's accompanied by 12 of his animatronic dinosaur friends. These guys, they're life-size, they growl, they spit, they move, and most importantly, they roar. So it is a ton of fun. I highly recommend it.
It also looks like there's going to be some stuff going on at the Arboretum in Dallas.
Yes, as always, the Arboretum has loads of activities this weekend. So in addition to taking in the flora, the fauna, the lilies, the water lilies, the zinnias, there's also loads going on. There's food tastings, there's piano music, kind of lilting through the garden, and then there's also a pop and a rock concert on Saturday and Sunday. Then also there's always tons of stuff to do at the Arboretum for kids. You can just let them run wild there on the Arboretum, massive lawns. And then there's also a bird show, there's a petting zoo, and you can also get free admission to the children's garden too this weekend.
This is my first Texas summer, and it's quite hot out there. early morning, later evening, great ways to avoid the heat. What if I'm trying to escape the heat? What do you recommend?
Well, there is no better place to escape the August heat than a museum. And so I highly recommend the Dallas Museum of Art. In addition to the Arctic temperatures in there, bring a sweater. They also have a very cool exhibition that just opened from Frida Kahlo. It's Frida Beyond the Myth, and it features 60 works, paintings, drawings, photographs by her friends and contemporaries, people that knew her the best. So it's kind of an inside look into her life. There's also a lot of stuff to do for the kids. There's a pop-up zone where kids can create art based on exhibits there that are in the museum.
That was KERA's Therese Powell. You can find our list of things to do for Labor Day, including details about all these events at keranews.org/arts. Dallas is hosting Group C of the U18 Women's Softball World Cup this weekend. They'll be competing at the Village in Dallas for a spot in the World Cup Finals. The tournament started yesterday and continues through Labor Day. Learn more and get your tickets at kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get more morning news and good morning vibes from our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX. Tell us your plans for Labor Day weekend. KERA is on break for the holiday, but we'll see you back here on Tuesday morning.